你好，我是吴易安 and welcome to 易安中文 Easy Chinese. 中文语法 Chinese grammar. Verbs, the past tense. The past tense is used for actions that have finished or that occurred in the past. In English, several tenses are used to express actions that occurred in the past. The past, for example, I drank. The past continuous, for example, I was drinking. The past perfect, I had drunk. The perfect, I have drunk. The conditional perfect, I would have drunk, etc., etc. The past tense using time words. Expressing past actions is far simpler in Chinese. The simplest way of expressing past tense is to use time words such as yesterday or last year. For example, 昨天我吃中餐，今天我吃西餐。Yesterday I ate Chinese food. Today I will eat Western food. Verb suffixes, l and guo. Another way of expressing past tense is to use the particles l or guo, which express completed actions when placed after the verb. L and guo differ subtly in meaning. L is used to show completed or perfected action. L will be used for most past actions, for actions that are not out of the ordinary. For example, 我去看了我的朋友. I went to see my friend. Another example, 他弹了吉他. He played the guitar. Using guo for completed or perfected action. Guo is used to indicate past actions where those actions are not regular everyday events, or where something may be experienced for the first time. For example, 我去过中国. I have been to China. Another example, 你去过万里长城吗? Have you been to the Great Wall? Negation of Chinese verbs in the past tense. Negation of Chinese verbs in the present tense is achieved by placing 不, meaning not, before the verb. The past negative, however, is made by using 没有, did not or has not, before the verb, instead of 不. For example, 我昨天没有去看我的朋友. Yesterday I did not go to visit my friend. 有 is often dropped, especially in colloquial speech. For example, 我今天没锻炼. I didn't exercise today. Because 没有 is being used before the verb, there is no need to use l after the verb to indicate the past tense. For example, 我没锻炼. I didn't exercise. Note that 没有 can also be used to mean not have in the present tense. Any confusion over whether 没有 refers to not have in the present tense or not in the past tense is usually resolved by looking at the context. The passive voice. In passive constructions in Chinese, the subject is prefixed by 被, and the verb moves to the end of the sentence. The rules applying to the passive voice in the present tense apply equally to the passive voice in the past tense. For example, 他今天被老师批评了. Today he was criticized by the teacher. Other examples of the passive voice. 我被他吓了一跳. I was scared by him. 我被你的话感动了. I was moved by your words. Another example. 我被石头打中了头. I was hit on the head by a rock. 让, 交, 给, show are also used in passive constructions with similar effect, but 被 is the most commonly used. Emphasis in the past tense. Parts of a sentence can be emphasized in the past tense with the words 是的. 是 appears immediately before the part being emphasized, with 的 appearing at the end of the sentence. For example, 我是昨天去看妈妈的. It was yesterday that I went to see my mother. This phrasing emphasizes the time the action took place more than the action itself. I hope this helps. Subscribe if you want to know more. 再见.